Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to One Couple, Two Cultures.
Episode 5.
Exactly. And today we have a very interesting theme, I think.
I think so too.
We will be talking about weddings, everything wedding related, because we are planning a wedding right now.
Yes,
which
we are.
is very excited.
I know.
But a lot of themes came up when we were planning the wedding, when we got engaged, and before that, where we noticed differences in both of our cultures.
Oh, yeah. Big differences.
So, yeah, and we will be tackling some of those today and talking about those, and maybe you can relate. Maybe there's even different traditions in your country, wherever you're from. Very excited to hear about that too. So, yeah, it's a very interesting theme because it's such a big event. So I feel like every country has their own traditions, their own things that
Ways
they do.
of doing, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of things came up for us.
Yeah, a lot of things.
I remember the first thing that came up
Was my engagement ring.
was the engagement ring. Yes. Very different traditions here.
Ooh.
Very different traditions. Because I'll just go first.
Yeah, go for
In
it.
Germany, engagement rings, aren't such a big thing. And they mainly became a bigger thing in the last 20, 25 years.
Oh,
I feel like
interesting.
before that, they weren't really a thing. You don't really got engaged with a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
And normally how it works in Germany is still that the engagement rings are more simple than in the US. In the US, it's often like a big deal
Yeah, it's
about
a
engagement
diamond.
rings. It's a diamond ring.
I mean, yeah. But
I know I heard that rule about it should be 3 months salary or something like that, where I'm like, okay, hold on a second.
Oh,
I'd rather go on vacation. Maybe that's the German in me, but I'm like, I'd rather go on vacation with you to an island
fair.
than, pay 3 months salary on an engagement ring.
Fair, yeah.
You know,
I mean, I don't. Everyone's different.
Everyone's
different.
Everyone's different.
I'm like, that's okay. You do not need to spend 3 months of your salary
Thank you.
on an engagement ring, which I'm very happy you did not. But
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm very happy. But yeah, no, it's a big thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
big
huge thing.
here.
And actually, funny, fact here. The fact that diamond engagement rings are even a thing apparently goes back to a marketing campaign of a diamond seller.
Really?
Yes. Which is
interesting.
obvious. Most things start with a capitalistic thought in mind of making money. Big marketing campaign about how diamonds last forever, and that's why it's the perfect wedding engagement thing.
Yeah, because it's
So,
forever.
Exactly. So that took charge and apparently went in the US very, very big. And in Germany, it's a little bigger, but still not really a thing. So
Okay.
in Germany, it mainly goes like you get an engagement ring and you wear it on your left hand. And then once you get married, you normally go for wedding bands.
Yeah.
But different than in the US, I feel like still, it's the same band for the man and the woman.
I feel like that's. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like having different bands is very new because
In the US?
in the US because my parents have the same bands.
Could be, yeah.
And my grandparents, they had the same. Like the people I know that are not our generation do have the same bands.
Yeah, and in the US, you continue to wear your engagement ring too.
You do
In Germany-
alongside with your
Yeah,
bands.
in Germany, at least traditionally, normally you either didn't have an engagement ring or you took it off, and then you only wear the wedding ring, the wedding bands, which are matching to symbolize your union,
Yeah.
and you both wear it on the right hand, not the left
Honey,
hand.
that's okay. I actually have a fun fact for you. Did you know that going back, the reason that it's worn on the left hand here at least is because it was said that there's a vein that connects your fourth finger directly to your heart on your left hand.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
That
that's
is
why
a cute
it's
fact. I don't know if that's true, but
I don't
it's
know
cute.
if it's true, but it's a cute
That's
fact.
cute.
Yeah,
That's really cute. I like that.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So how does it work? I mean, we tackled the 3 months salary thing.
Yeah.
But how does it work exactly in the U.S.?
Well, I mean, the gist of it is basically, I don't know. Everyone's different. A lot of people pick out their diamond ring, their engagement ring. A lot of girls like to pick it out. And, obviously the guy goes and just buys it and whatnot. But if,
Of course.
yeah, whatever, it's fine. No, and then otherwise people like to be surprised. And I feel like the ring really depends on the person. And
Yeah.
each ring so far that I've seen fits the person.
Yeah, if it's
And
well,
if it's
if it's
well
well
to
picked
that
out.
person, yeah. And then over here you do just a big proposal.
Yes, that's the next thing.
It's a proposal.
Big
yeah.
proposals aren't really a thing
Yeah.
in Germany.
It's
I mean,
yeah.
it's coming again. Like everything, I feel like it's coming. It's turning there a little bit, but you know, like there was all this pressure on me here where I'm just like, oh my god, like I got to come up with this super romantic big
Yeah, but your proposal was
gesture.
amazing.
Thank
I
you.
loved it.
Passed. No, it worked out pretty well. I had some good ideas. I had help from your family, but that's the thing. It's like this huge big deal. You know, you talk to people about it. You're like thinking. I think I thought for a year about it or something.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
how the hell can I
That's
make this special to you and to everything? And then it almost got ruined last minute by the ring.
Oh my god, that's right. Oh my god, do you want to tell that?
I had
one?
like, I had half a heart attack. So, you know, I'm German. I plan things out in advance. But the ring, I don't know. I was wrestling with myself. I'm like, oh, is it this one, that one? I didn't know, you know. And like I was just, which one's she gonna like more? I'm terrible at decisions, especially if it comes to her. I just want to make it right for her. So.
Yeah, but you did make it right. You
Thank
always
Okay,
make it right.
Okay. Thanks. Kiss
You're
ass.
welcome.
You know,
I'm trying to be nice.
All right. Sorry. Okay. And then I ordered it like I proposed to her in New York, so we were flying there. So I couldn't do it that short notice. I had to get the ring in time. So I ordered it like a month in advance or something, and it said it was going to come in 2 weeks before we leave. And I'm like, oh, perfect, more than enough time. You know, I just got to somehow hide it from the nosiest person on earth, and it's all going to be okay. And then 2 weeks when it was supposed to arrive on the day, they call me and like, oh, it's not ready yet, but it's going to arrive like next week. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm still good. No problem. We got time. Next week, they call me again. Well, it's not ready yet. You know, it's going to come in next week on Wednesday. We fly Friday. I'm like, okay, cool. Starting to panic a little bit.
That
starting
would
to
give
sweat.
me a massive heart attack.
I was starting to sweat a little bit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I was getting nervous. And then they call me on Wednesday. They're like, oh, it's not ready yet. It'll come in Friday. We fly Friday. I'm like, I go to the lady. I call the customer support. I'm like, look, I'm proposing to my girlfriend. I'm nervous enough. We're flying to New York. I need the ring in time, please. And she's like, oh my God. The nice thing was she was very understanding. She was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. That's so amazing. Oh, how are you going to do it? And I'm like, had to tell the whole story and everything. I'm
you have to tell the whole story to
yes,
this lady?
Yes.
Oh my
God. You know,
God.
Americans are very interested, which is super sweet.
It is really nice.
But I'm like, I'm just freaking
give me
out.
my ring,
I'm just
please.
freaking out. So they said, all right, we'll get it to you on Friday in time. Trust me. So the problem was we live in an apartment building where you can't get in and just drop it off in front of our door. And I had to sign for it because it's a ring. It's a big purchase. So they need to tell you when they're downstairs so I can run downstairs, sign for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to get it and they're just going to bring it back. So the whole time
goodness.
I was looking at my phone that day and you're like, what's up
I remember
with
you on your phone the whole time. I'm like, why? Get off of your phone.
I'm like, I couldn't
saying.
tell you, but I was like, the whole time I was at my phone because I'm like, when is it going to come in? I can't miss it because we're flying that day.
Yeah, and I remember taking a shower and I was like, and you were like, oh, I have to go pick it up. I have to go pick up a package at, I think UPS, I don't think it was.
Oh, that was
or
later.
FedEx. Oh, was it?
Yeah, because I didn't get it in time. I couldn't remember.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, yeah.
They said they would call me when he's downstairs.
You're
They never
right.
called me. I got a text that I missed my package. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm freaking out. I was like full on freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I like go to her and like, hypothetically, you know, if I have a package that I really want to get and I didn't
At
get
this
it,
point, like,
what the heck do I do?
I forced you to tell me. You weren't going to tell me.
I wasn't going to tell you though. And then I didn't tell you because I didn't want to tell you. And so I had to drive to like the UPS like shipping center, which is like 20 minutes away,
Yeah.
to like pick it up.
And
they
keep in
said
mind,
they
we had
said
to
it
leave
would
at,
be
like,
there.
7
Yeah,
o'clock.
they said it would be there. So I drive there 20 minutes just to get there, and they tell me it's not there yet. The driver comes in at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
No, 7.
7. Yes, we had
7.
to leave for the airport at 7. I'm like, oh, this is awful. So I'm driving back. I'm getting ready. I'm sweating already. I'm like,
I asked you, I was like, do you want me to go pick it up?
Yeah.
And you were like, please don't. Please. Like, it's okay. You were very nice, but you were like, it's okay. I'll go.
So I
pick
go
it up."
back at 7. I go back at 7, and I go to the counter, and I'm like, is my package there? She's like, what package? I'm like, it's really important. It's under Constantine. It's my package. She's like, oh, you're the guy with the engagement ring. I'm like, yes, that's me. Is it here? And she's like, it's here. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So it was
The
finally
second
there.
you got back, we booked it to the
Oh my
airport.
God. I was freaking the heck out. As soon
can't
as I
even
sat
imagine.
on that plane, I was like, drenched in sweat,
I
just
remember.
nervous.
Oh,
It all worked out, so I'm happy
It
about
did
that.
work out.
But so great story about our proposal. How I almost got like a heart attack because the ring didn't come in.
something always happens the day we fly.
Always.
Always.
Well, anyway, we got off track.
Off track.
We got off track a little bit.
That's another time for another story.
Yes, lots of stories about terrible travel.
Ooh.
Yeah, the next thing that was different is bridesmaids,
Yeah.
which I, like most things I know about the U.S., I got to know from movies.
Yeah.
Like Wedding Crashers or something I was watching.
Where
I'm
everyone
like,
wears the same hideous
that's
dress.
what that is. So how does that work?
So bridesmaids, basically you pick out the people you are closest to. It could be friends, family, anyone really that you are close to, and you ask them to be standing by your side. And you can have as many bridesmaids as you want. And technically, bridesmaids goes together with groomsmen. So then the groom will pick who they are closest to, friends, family, anybody, and have them be on their side. And normally it's like the same amount. Numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it can be like a big amount, right?
Yeah. It can be.
There's
a
like
big
people that
amount.
have like 12, 15 people on each
Yes.
side.
Yes.
Which is like half the wedding is standing up there.
Yes.
At least half of a German wedding would be standing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And
But it's fun.
I read a fact, which like all of those things have like 1,000 different origin stories, I feel
Yeah,
like.
I'm
And you
sure.
don't know which one is right.
Yeah.
But I read a fact that it comes from like biblical times,
Okay.
where when a woman was about to get married, her servants were supposed to help her the whole day with the wedding stuff. And technically those servants would be the bride's maids,
Oh,
like the maids of the
that
bride.
makes
So it's
sense.
bridesmaids. And
Well, that
now
makes sense.
technically their job is to help you throughout the wedding, plan
Yeah.
things and whatever with the maid of honor,
Yes.
which is also an American thing.
It is an American. The maid of honor is someone you typically pick to be your right hand throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it, again, could be anybody, could be a friend, a family member. But yeah, and same goes with the best man
Yeah, on the
on the groom side.
yeah. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I know. I remember when we were talking about it, you were just like, wait, I have to pick this amount of people?
I'm like, how am I going to come up with that many people? I don't know that many
I don't
people.
have that many people.
Because you have a big family and
do
you
have
have
a
like
big
a
family.
huge amount of friends, and I'm like over here like okay, I got 2 people.
oh, I know.
Like I don't know who to pick. No, but yeah, in Germany it's different.
Okay.
I don't know if you even know how it is.
No, please enlighten me.
All right. And in Germany you have what we call Trauzeugen, which
Okay.
you have when there's a civil wedding, you have witnesses.
Okay.
And that's what that is in German.
So that's
It's like
the
the-
best
the
man and maid of honor in a sense. If you want to like
Yes,
compare
but,
that.
But no, because the gender doesn't matter. So I can have a woman on my side or a man.
Right.
Yeah,
But the other
best man
person-
is always a guy.
Yes.
So here it doesn't matter. We can
Yeah.
have both girls on our sides. We can have both men
I
on
mean,
our side.
nowadays it's also changing where
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it can
for
be,
sure.
It
It doesn't really
best
matter.
woman.
But yeah, so you have witnesses, and
Yeah.
always one on each side. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you have.
Interesting.
Because I feel like again, German weddings
it-
are often smaller too. So
Wait,
it's like
hold on, because I have a question. Is it because here we do also have civil weddings where we also do have witnesses. Let's say we also don't necessarily need to do a civil wedding in order to get married in the church.
yes. I think
In
in Germany,
Germany,
you
you
have to
have
have a
to.
civil wedding.
In
Don't
Uruguay,
quote me
too.
on this. I might be wrong, but I think you always have to have a civil wedding. I know my parents had a civil wedding
Yeah.
with like the closest friends, and then a church wedding. Or like whatever. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that's I think how it normally has to go.
I think that's the same in Uruguay though, because my cousin had a civil wedding and then the next day was a church
That
wedding.
could very well be.
But does it have to be a woman and a man, or can it be 2 men signing or 2 women signing?
Can boo whoever, whatever,
Interesting.
doesn't matter.
I don't know how it's like here.
It doesn't
If it
matter at
has to
all.
be
No,
both.
that doesn't matter at all. I feel like it's very I don't know. It's very reflective of Germany with the Trauzeuge, because it's like I feel like if I were to signify a German and the American differences in some ways, it's one that I feel like in the U.S. you have more friendships,
You do have a lot more
but
friendships.
less closer friendships.
Fair.
Not necessarily less closer friendships, but in Germany I feel like you have a core group of friends, and they're like your bestest friends.
Yeah.
You know, and they would die for you. You know, in Germany, it's harder to get friends. But if you have a friend, you have a friend for life, kind of thing. You have a really like good friend. And in the US, it's easier to make friends, but you don't actually know often who's your friend.
I feel like that's a very LA thing.
Maybe. But you have a lot of acquaintances.
You do have a lot of acquaintances.
You have a lot of acquaintances and people you're close with in a way. But yeah, I feel like it's one of the differences, I would feel like.
No, that's fair. That's fair, because I feel like if you're going to pick a witness in Germany, you're going to pick, if it's a friend, one of that core group.
Yes. Or
friends.
it's one of your family members often too.
Yeah.
But one more thing that's different is in Germany, we don't have a bridal shower.
Oh, interesting.
Which is a U.S. thing to do. All the brides.
It is.
Brides get all the fun stuff. What do we get? Nothing.
I mean, I'm sorry. What do you want me to tell you?
Nothing.
Sorry.
I don't know. Groom's shower. Well, what's that?
No, the bridal shower is. It's just like a brunch mainly with all the women that I think it's hosted by the mom, if I'm not
the bride's mom.
By the bride's mom, if I'm not mistaken. And then it could be coordinated with the maid of honor or just someone that the bride really trusts or whatever. And they typically invite, the groom's mom, the grandmas come.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
And you play like fun games.
You play fun
right?
games. I think that's where you also get presents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many presents does the bride get always?
It's not for the bride, Constantine. It's for both of them. And then at the end, I think when the presents are being opened, I could be so wrong. I have not had a bridal shower.
We'll find out soon.
We'll find out. But I think I've seen pictures of other people that the groom always ends up coming, though. Along with like...
So I'll enter the party and get like a huge applause.
Yeah, you would actually.
That's
like
the
that.
Thing. All right. I'm on board. I'm on board.
I think so.
And
but you
also
better bring flowers.
I can do that. No problem. I'll do that all the time.
I'm just kidding. No, and then the groom comes, and then I think the dad comes of both. Could be. I know the bride's dad would come.
And I know the bridal shower also has like a origin thought behind it. Why?
Yeah, I looked that one up. It was technically, so back in the day, if a bride wasn't wealthy, let's say, a bridal shower was hosted and people would give money to the bride and gifts to the bride so that it would help support maybe a family one day or her and the groom and have, help with the house and everything.
That makes
sense.
Because
bridal showers that I've been to, I remember, I don't know why I remember this, but it was years ago. And I remember just her getting just like kitchen towels, stuff for the kitchen, stuff for the bedroom, pillows, like stuff like that to help basically build a home.
All right. That makes sense. And now they continue it because they just want the gifts.
I mean, you also get the gifts, so I don't know what to tell you.
All right, I'm not going to complain about gifts. I
love gifts.
Yeah. Oh my God. We're like, this went really long.
There's
so much more to say. There's so much more to say.
Wow,
so I think we'll be doing
a second
episode to weddings because there's so much to talk about.
We still didn't get even to the wedding part.
I know, this is all pre-wedding.
This is the before.
And we actually have a really, really fun tradition coming up in the next episode in Germany, which is called the Polterabend, which is like the Poltergeist, that movie. But it's a little different. But it's
Poltergeist, isn't it like a ghost or something?
Yeah, maybe that's the point of this whole thing.
Ha ha ha, you're so funny.
It does have to do something with that though, so.
Okay.
Stick around if you want to know that funny tradition. It has to do with destroying stuff and wielding off ghosts and stuff. So it's
then.
always fun. So yeah, stick around. We'll have a very fun episode 2 about weddings for you, and can't wait to see you next time.
See you next time.